Hello, in this video tutorial, I'm going to show you how to create an array in JavaScript, access the element, assign new values, and initialize, access, and create, right? Okay, let's go ahead and create a very simple array. I hope you have watched the very first video on this series because it gives you a better idea about the syntax and how things are working. Okay, in order to create an array, simply I'll go ahead and create a variable as I create a regular variable. In this case, I call it num, and I will make it equal square bracket, right? There are two ways to create the array. This is one way. Another way is to just go ahead and put the variable name, use the new keyword, and array as well. So as far as you're concerned, both almost work the same. So if I want to go ahead and assign any value to this array, we'll simply go ahead and access the array or the shelf. I'll put the cell number in here. We know the very first element of the array start from 0. I'll put 0 in there and make it equal. That is where you actually assign a value to that element. Regardless of which method you use to create your array, you can access the element and assign the value the same way. I can go ahead and add as many as I want. I can go ahead and put 2. This way I'm skipping one element, right? So my array at this moment will have 3 elements. First one being 10, second one is undefined, and the last one, which index 2, is 4. I can also initialize the array when I create, so I can go ahead and say num2 is equal to square bracket 1, 33, 2. So in this case, I do create an array with 3 elements, and I will start assigning the value in sequence to all those elements. First one 1, second one being 33, and last one being 2. The other thing about the array is the type is not a matter. I can put any type of value I want. This is like a word, right? So I can have a string, integer, boolean, and some of the type that I have in JavaScript inside the array. I can do that with the second type of implementation of the array as well. I can go ahead, new array, and simply do the exact same thing I did in between the square brackets, like that. So both will create an array with 4 elements. I can assign one element to another. I can simply go ahead and say, let's say num 0 is equal num at 1. So I can simply copy the value of the second cell into the first cell. I can go ahead and type something like num 0, which is the value of the very first element, plus plus if I need to, right? I can go ahead and type num at 0 plus equal 10 if I want to add 10 to the current value of the array. What you have to remember is whenever you reference an element of the array by putting the index number between the square bracket, you treat them as if they are a regular variable. Whatever you can do with a regular variable, you'll be able to do it here too. One big difference between these two guys is this. Let me just copy this one here. So if I go here and put 10 right now in this implementation, I'm saying create an array called num and add one element and make the value of that one element equal to 10, right? But if I go ahead and put 10 in here, this means create an array called num and initialize 10 elements with undefined value. So the second array, in this case, will have 10 elements and all their value is undefined. But as soon as I go use comma and put another value in, the meaning changes. This implementation means create an array with 2 elements. First element value 10, second element value 20. Just one more thing I have to specify. I can go ahead and say num0 to access the first element, right? And if I want to access the last element, I can simply go and use num square bracket num dot length, which returns me the number of element, but is not the index of the last element because the array start from 0. So I simply can do -1 to be able to access the last element of the array. I hope you enjoyed the first series of the array in JavaScript. Watch the other videos as well. Have a good day.